New information tonight about a man now accused of murdering 4 Muskegon Heights women.
Police say Leon Means killed 2 of those women earlier this week. The other 2 were murdered back in 1989. Means has a criminal history dating back decades, and people who have known him his whole life. The family of his most recent alleged victims are wondering why he was ever let out of prison.
24 Hour News 8's Danny Carlson spoke with them, and she's live tonight in Muskegon with that and new information about the suspect. Danny?
Yeah, Marley and Rick, his criminal record actually dates back to when he was a juvenile, his first charge in 1969. And in court documents that I poured through today, more than 20 years ago, a judge in here called Leon Means a career criminal with assaultive background. He's described as having a substance abuse problem and a man who does well in prison, but not outside of it. And now he's facing life in prison for the murder of 4 women. Arlene McCray still gets upset talking about her friend Linda Herrera and Linda's daughter, Cindy Herrera Means, both murdered, she believes, by Leon Means, Herrera Means' husband.
I was very young when that happened to Linda, and it was just devastating. It took me years to get over that.
The mother and daughter were killed during a 3-month span when Means was out of prison in 1989. He had escaped from a prison van on the way back from a med center, saying he did so because he was stressed that his mother and brother died. No mention of his wife or mother-in-law. Recaptured 3 months later, he did describe himself as widowed on forms he gave to the court, saying he hadn't committed any crimes during the time he was out. Means was charged with the murders of his wife and mother-in-law, but never went to trial, instead going to jail for 15 to 50 years for that escape, a decision families of this year's victims question.
I just wish they would have brought those charges up on him. He had no business getting it for escape when he should have been charged for murder. Now we got to go through this.
This week he was arrested again and charged again with the murders of Herrera and Herrera Means from 1989, and also with the murders of 2 other women, Anna Lawson and Judy Bushman. Again, Means' alleged actions hit McCray hard. She saw her sister Lawson for the first time today.
He carved her face up like a totem pole.
If Leon is watching right now, what do you want to say to him?
Leon, you the coldest-hearted person ever lived. For to be raised up in the church like you was raised up in the church, your mother, you's a fully fledged demon.
Now, McCray tells us that her sister Lawson was disfigured so badly that the family cannot have an open casket at her funeral. McCray says she and her family plan to be at every one of Means' court dates. In Muskegon tonight, Danny Carlson, 24 Hour News 8.
Just a disturbing and baffling set of cases we're following. Danny, thank you for that live report.
Another tragedy.